Hello everybody and welcome back to another Resident Evil video. Today here we're going to do the bonus, I'll call this my Resident Evil 4 bonus video, I have to call it. So in this bonus video, I am going to give you guys a guide of the water room and the cabin fight. Both in chapter 2-2 and the other in chapter 3-1. So why I'm doing these two areas specifically, because these two areas could be a pain in the ass on professional difficulty. And it could be tiresome, and you could die a lot in that area. And the thing about these two areas are pretty much similar is both these areas or both these fights have a lot of enemies. Difference is when you have at least somebody with you that could help you get through the area, while the other is basically you have Ashley, who's basically doing nothing throughout the entire place. But I have specific methods that could finish the fight faster, finish the fight a bit faster, and speed up the process of finishing the cabin fight. And with the water world, I recommend to follow every move I'm doing in that one, because it could be very tiresome and it could be troublesome as well to do this, when you're fumbling around, because you might just die and everything. So, yeah. So, with the introduction out of the way, let's begin first with the cabin fight. So, here we go. Now, first thing we need to do when we start this fight is to barricade the windows. That's the first thing we need to do on this part of the game. And like I said, this could be very difficult for new players, but this is not too difficult once you know to follow my exact way of doing it. So as soon as you do it, go up, run upstairs, knife down all the windows. It's much better than knife down all the windows. And once you knife down all the windows, equip your hand grenade here. Like right here, equip the hand grenade, and you need to kill a couple of these enemies. Well, I'm doing this because one of the better ways to speed up the process of killing the enemy. Because this fight can take about upwards to 10 minutes, so I cut it down from 10 to probably 4 minutes. So you kind of cut down the fight just kind of like in half to some degree. And then this is your save zone right here for now. Stay right here where the enemies all come and pile up, and they'll equip your TMP. This is where you start using the TMP for the first time in the game. All TMP you have collected and collected in the entire game, you can just go ahead and use it here. Don't use it too much because, as you guys know, in the last video we used the majority of the TMP ammo against El Gigante 2 right after this boss fight. So stay here for just a little while. If your TMP runs out of ammo, you can either, if you find no enemies, reload, which is kind of a bit dangerous because on professional, the enemies run at you. So use a shotgun as a spare. And right here, I was trying to hit there because there was two Plaga's heads. And guess what? It really I missed completely, so I decided to just go ahead and kill them on my own. And the best thing for this, another strategy I can think of, if you find one or two Plaga heads, use a flash grenade. That's another method that I would recommend you guys do. If you see more than one, because a lot of the enemies in this area has Plaga heads. It's way more. On normal mode, there's not a lot of Plaga hits on normal mode, but on professional, I would say 50% chance an enemy will have a Plaga head, 50% chance they don't have a Plaga head. So you get 50-50. So, and Lewis likes to shoot enemies in the head a lot, so this could be very difficult. So, I missed a shot right there. It's good to use a shotgun. That's kind of like when you're in tight situations. This is your safe zone for now. Until Lewis said Leon upstairs, this is where the other half of the fight will be taking place. So that's what you gotta do. Stay up here until Lewis gets up the stairs, and you can. And there you go. That's the first phase done already, which didn't take really that long. This was. I recommend standing right here where Ashley's hiding. Stay here. This is actually the best spot because you have basically all the view of all the enemies, and I stay behind Lois to reload my guns. And we're both using red now, it's kind of cool. But I had to use the stock, he doesn't use to have the stock, and I decided to kick the enemy. So this is by far the best spot. Stay here, and Lois will drop you pistol ammo a lot of the times. And the enemy I tried to shoot the enemy before, but he got on. He got into the thing, and I got choked. And being in this low health is very dangerous. Like if you lose some health, just heal. I recommend healing. If you have green herbs, use it immediately because the last thing you need is you getting hit by a Plaga parasite and die. So we got 2 Plaga heads, flash grenade them, and they're both gonna die instantly. And go back to that corner. Go back to that corner all the time because that corner is your best fucking friend when it comes. And look at this. Look at this bullshit. I could have died there, Lois. Jesus Christ. I could have died there. But I'm trying to heal up because because you take a lot of damage. Like I established in the boss fight in the boss guide, you take a lot of damage on professional difficulty. You take tons of damage and all that kind of stuff. And I'm about to finish up the part. So yeah, that's the best thing to do. If you throw grenades, it will cut down the fight in half. And it's the last enemy I killed. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say with this one. So a little bit like an extra trick as well. If you can just use incendiary grenades to take down some of the enemies if you feel surrounded. If you want to reload your gun, or just in general, just throw a flash grenade, which I don't recommend doing it. If you have a lot of flash grenades, like if you come by this fight with 2 flash grenades, and because there's another one other extra flash grenade, use one so you can reload your guns. Yeah, reload the guns, and you can start shooting again. And when Lois gets up gets upstairs with you, go and like I said, go in the corner where Ashley is hiding, next to the closet where Ashley is hiding. This is by far the best place to stay on, and stay there. If things go hectic, use a shotgun, and yeah, and of course throwing the grenades at the very beginning will basically will give you less time. You'll have less time to deal with them, and these are the actual spots, So it's on the far right next to the closet, and then one to the far left, where next to the door. This is where you throw your grenades. So yeah, that's my best advice when it comes to finish this fight pretty quickly. It's literally under 5 minutes. Here comes now the lengthier part of this video, which is the water world fight. The water room fight is by far the most difficult section in the entire game, and these are the guns you're going to use. I don't know why I'm doing this thing, but so hopefully, start up. I'm waiting for Ash to come in, by the way, because I was letting her hide. So what you gotta do is run, aim up to the sky, and throw the grenade, and completely go immediately. So doing this will get rid of a lot of enemies. And rifle. I got a lot of ammo, and this is where you start popping heads. And this part is been troublesome for a long time for me. Even when I first played the game for the first time, this part was troublesome for me. So there's zealots literally everywhere. There's places everywhere, and there's these guys up there, archers on top, that could ruin your fucking life. They die in one shot. That guy up there got shot. He did an oversell. It's kind of funny. So you shoot him twice, and the best thing to do is just run. Just run all the way downstairs. There's gonna be a zealot to your right, and there's a door right next to him. There's a door. So go through the door, and I'm gonna have a bit of an issue here. And of course, remember how I said the enemy's gonna run? And look at this. Out of nowhere, a shield guy comes through, and I'll tell you where he's coming from. Okay, this is gonna be a good problem. I'm gonna try to get in. Ashley got caught, and I got hit there. Yep, it was a bit troublesome. And I hear her say help like constantly because she's fucking annoying. And yep, that was it. I'm a bit of a pickle here, so don't worry. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be back. And here comes this guy again. Look like fucking Hellraiser or whatever the hell. And there's another another freaking zealot came out of fucking nowhere. And here comes the leader zealot, the red guy who got grenaded in the face, and yet he survives. So I shot him this guy in the leg, and this time we got in. So the best thing to do is let Ashley in this corner here and start just killing enemies. Ooh, dang, like enemies coming out of nowhere. Yeah, enemies just start just running because zealots tend to run most of the time, way more than the villagers. And there's gotta be, at this point in the game, you're introduced to a new parasite, the type that bites your head off. And that parasite's most dangerous parasite because they could kill you in one hit. You can literally just bite your head off and die. And I was trying to kick, I failed. I wish I kicked him sooner. I wish he was a bit closer so I can like get the invisibility. And yep, that later zealot is a goddamn menace to society. He is very strong, and he's literally can just literally. And look at this, he moved a little bit. I thought he's gonna die, but he didn't. It's kind of weird here. So I'm shooting with the right gun with the shotgun to the head, the right gun to the head. You have to hit the right spot. I'm not sure, but I have to hit in the right spot. Okay, the leader zealot will always have a parasite in his head, always, and he's, as you can tell, this guy's a piece of shit. I'm trying to let him go, let him get up a little, and if you saw, well, you got about to see in a few moments. The best thing to do is stay here, stay in this area, and let the enemies come towards you. There's a lot of enemies, trust me, there's a lot of enemies. So, we're done with the first batch of enemies. Now for the second batch of the enemies, which basically could be troublesome. And I'll always let Ashley be in this corner right here. Always keep her in this corner. If you have the costume 2, which is the Mafia costume, which I actually, by the way, recommend using the Mafia 2 costume if you attend this difficulty, because it'll help you a lot. And I was trying to use incendiary grenades, but there's only just one shield guy came in because there's two of them. There's one in the left, one on the right, just guarding the place. And as you can tell, this shotgun's good for long distances. The description of this gun is good for, the shotgun is good for long distances. It can hit long distance. It's a good shotgun, don't get me wrong, but the Striker's a better shotgun in my opinion. So now I'm starting using rifle because there's tons of rifle ammo, so I had to. And then that guy just completely ran. Sometimes it happens. I don't know why. It always happens. As you can tell, there's a guy came in from the top. If you shoot him in the leg, you can kick him away. It was like above a balcony. There's like a little roof that's open so enemies can come through, and look at this, enemies coming through, and this time I nailed this at last time. There's a shield guy coming through. I think it was a shield guy, yep. Yeah, the shield guy came through, and there's a lot of shield enemies. And the shield guy just ran off. And okay, there's 3 enemies. Not the best, but I can do this. I'm trying to shoot the enemies in the leg. And as you can tell, since the enemies have a little more health than usual, they get their neck cracked, or their head popped. Sorry, neck crack, head pop, same thing, I guess. There's rifle ammo in there. I have a lot of rifle pickups. There's tons of rifle pickups I can get in this playthrough, because 9 times out of 10 I get a lot of rifle pickups. I don't know why. Here comes this guy to ruin your day, I guess. So, shotgun. And this is stupid. He hits you, he still like swings, even like his head had a parasite. I hate when this happens. And this happens in Resident Evil 5 a lot more often than 4. Because it's bullshit, and thank God I wasn't in low health. Because if I was in low health, I could have died there. I literally thought I could have died, but I survived for some reason. I knifed his head, as you can tell, and I'm trying to knife him, and he died when I knifed the hell out of him. So I think I decided to bring Ashley with me. I think in this one, I've been waiting. I don't know what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was like waiting for enemies coming in, and there's another guy came from the ladder from the chutes. This time I popped this man's head. It's so satisfying when you pop someone's head after a suplex. It's so cool. I remember when I first time did the movie, it was the coolest thing. Shoot him with shotgun. The shotgun's good against the shields, and his neck made out of cranium. Yep, his neck made out of cranium for some reason. I don't know what the hell. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid. So now I'm gonna bring Ashley in. Normally what I do is bring in Ash. Oh, okay. I'm trying to not get caught. So he's actually like the last enemy. Normally what I would do is I let Ashley be at the crank, but I don't do that. This could be a little bit dangerous because as soon as I turn the crank and open this the bridge, as you can see in the top there's a bridge. There's gonna be plenty of guys with scythes, and I miss completely, and I decided to basically bust his head off. I decided to just look around, get some goods. This is the first part of this section. Like, I would recommend do exactly and just follow every move I do. Trust me, it will save you a lot of time. Fighting these enemies out the open here, like killing every enemy here, it's a fucking nightmare. You'll lose a lot of healing items that you're gonna need for the next couple sections because this is not the end though. I'm just now looking around because I know there's no enemies around, so I have to yeah, that's the best thing. As soon as you start the fight, throw a grenade and just run towards the that little room there and stay there until you kill all the enemies. Is the best thing to do. Okay, now I decided to bring a rifle because I got a lot of rifle ammo, and I decided now to crank up to open this bridge. There's gonna be about three people with scythes and a leader. So they will appear. These items will appear on normal if you play the game correctly. Oh, okay. There's four. Okay, this guy's gonna throw a scythe, which is dangerous. Two, and I'm waiting for the other guy to throw a scythe, and there you go. Everything's fine. Now I can actually ready to kill them without any issues. So I decided to throw an incendiary grenade to flame them up. I use incendiary grenades a little bit in this game. I don't use it too much. So, and then one of them just live in it for fun. Decided to snipe the guy from afar because fuck him, and he's an asshole. He's a total douche. He's a total douchebag. So that's the end of the first segment of the mission. Now for the second segment, which is basically protecting Ashley. It's not as bad. It's not that bad, really. And always go to this room. This will get you a first aid spray. It's always going to be there. You must get the first aid spray. I let Ashley here because I don't want her to be going around me all the time. So it's a cool ass area. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the cooler looking areas in the game. But this section could prove troublesome. Like I said, do exactly as I do in this video, and you can get through this no problem, and you'll have no issues, and you'll have you have some healing items and some grenades left for later sections in the castle area. This is probably the hardest section in the entire game. Now, in this section here, in these two. Vase has 10 shotgun on the right, and left there's rifle ammo. These are the two guns you must use, but I mostly use the rifle for this section here. So, and Nash will say, watch out for me, yeah. I hope like this section not be in the remake, to be honest, because if this section is in the remake, I'm gonna freaking be pissed off because this section is a goddamn pain in the ass to deal with. Even when I first played the game, I'm gonna show off my sniping skills of this game, which I'm a good fucking sniper in Resident Evil 4, because I can snipe bitches in this game. I'm showing off a little bit. This is what happens when you play too much Mercenaries. Because I'm playing Mercenaries with Wesker and Ada, and I'm using the rifle a lot. That's how I freaking go in and just fucking... This is just straight up sniper master, just sniping people with no issues. Alright, so there it goes. She already did the first one. There's another one on the other side. So as long as when you have the special 2 costume, this part will be way easier, which I recommend doing it. Please, if you want to attempt this difficulty, use the special 2 costume. Ashley has an armor outfit that you can literally use her as bait. That's another trick I recommend doing if you want to get through this game professional, like without having to worry about Ashley all the time. But since I'm gonna play this like legitimately, as you can see, it's kind of funny. I shot the enemy next to the freaking crank. It was pretty funny. So I decided to shoot the guy, and I shot twice. I tried to shoot him in the leg so he can die with the suplex, and I have like no time to switch to the rifle, so I had to decide to shoot him with a handgun because he got 1 shot left. And I think that's pretty much it. That's how you do this section. It might look like I don't have to struggle too much, but trust me, for your first time getting through this section, you can do this even on normal mode as well. It's not only on professional, but do this on normal mode as well. Because it will help you very much along the way. It's really helpful, and it helps a ton doing this section. And that is pretty much it for this section. So that's pretty much it. I'm just watching Ashley just doing this, and decided to do a little celebratory teabagging. I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, I'm doing that stuff. And that, my friends, concludes the Resident Evil 4 Water World and Cabin Guide. I hope these 2 guides help you out so much. And I'm enjoying doing these guides, like for you guys, doing these guides. Now, for like the little thing I need to talk about. So right now, guys, that's the end of the video. You can guys stop the video right now. I'm just gonna chat for just about a few minutes. So here's the thing, and here's the deal, guys. If you guys want me to do more Resident Evil guides, if you guys have like any Resident Evil guides for any game, please let them down in the comments. And I'm gonna have a proposition for you guys. If you get 5 likes on the boss guide video, which I'm linking down in the description, if you give me 5 likes, I will do another episode of Resident Evil guide. I want this to become a series, and I decided to do this because since I'm not streaming too much on YouTube, so I need to like at least like do a little bit of gameplay. Like I can just talk while you guys watch me play, which that's basically me playing this entire section. It's me. There's no one else. I'm the one playing both these sections, and it's not. I don't like put like other people's gameplay to put it in there. It's just basically purely me. It's purely me doing this. If you guys have any Resident Evil games, leave down in the comments. I might even do a vote on Instagram as well. If you guys have any Resident Evil games, which is like, if you guys want me to do a Resident Evil 1 boss guide, Resident Evil 2 remake boss guide, Resident Evil 3 remake boss guide, can help you out with doing this. You want a Resident Evil 7 boss guide, you want a Resident Evil Village boss guide, please let me know down in the comments, and I will do these boss guides for you guys to help you guys out doing these boss guides. And heck, another boss guide that I am going to do in the near future, and probably by the end of the year, I will decide to do a separate boss guide. It's out of the Resident Evil Ordinary. It's going to be a Devil May Cry 1 boss guide. The reason I decided to do the Devil May Cry 1 boss guide and not other what's so different between the first one and the others, the first one could be very difficult for new players who wants to get through the game and help you guys get the achievement, the unstoppable achievement for you guys. So I will do a Devil May Cry 1 boss guide on Dante Must Die. I'll definitely do this as kind of like a separate video, maybe by the end of the year. Maybe I might do it maybe next year. So it's gonna be, by the way, it's gonna be a monthly thing. This whole boss guide could be a monthly thing. If you guys want me to see more, please leave it down in the comments. Every 5 likes, I'll make another one. I'll make another boss guide. I'll make maybe another boss guide. You have another boss guide for another game, for other Resident Evil games or other games I have. I can do a Devil May Cry. Like I said, I can do Devil May Cry 1 boss guide. I can do some like other Resident Evil games, like I said, 1, 2, 3. Let me know, guys, in the comments, and I will definitely do them for you guys. And it's a little part of it's like a little something I want to do for this channel, doing these guide videos. Even though there's many guys that are way better than me, these guys I'm doing is basically for people who are definitely not that good at the game. I decided to do these guys for people who are not good at the game or need maybe an easy way to get through sections. And yeah, that's definitely my main point. And plus, it's fun to at least put some do different style of content. And if this sort of content is successful, I will definitely do a lot more. And hopefully, in the upcoming future, I'll do more game franchise, maybe Silent Hill boss guide. I can do other game boss guides that can help you guys out to get through the game much quicker, much easier. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. 5 likes for the next Resident Evil boss guide. And please, if you guys want me to be the next Resident Evil boss guide, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll do another one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.